Alright, I had a request to do a clam update video. And after having clams for about 3 years, started with a couple dozen, and after a few winters we're down to this half a dozen, and I'll tell you some of the things that I've learned. I was into them mostly for food and to try and get them to reproduce. But their reproduction is rather complicated. They use a host fish. I'm not sure if these carp would work, but they use a host fish for their reproduction. And then the other thing, I thought that they could be a water filterer, but they are water filter eaters. They need rather clean water, and then they'll eat from filtering that water. So, they need already clean water. The other thing, they are sensitive to temperature changes. I lost a couple that way. I lost a couple because my crawdad got really big and was able to crack their shells open. And then they like to be in sediment, a fine sediment with some muck. They've sort of moved all of it out from this area where I had some. And the other thing about them is they can make your water quality poor if one dies and you don't notice. So you got to keep an eye on them. If they turn really white instead of sort of opaque-ish, then that indicates that they've died. You can tap on them to see if they shut. They also have a vent that you can look for, and there's a long side and a short side to the back of the clams, and that vent will come out of the long side. And so if they're venting, and that indicates that they're alive too. These guys are kind of slowing down. The water temperature is cold in here. They actually don't like too cold of water. And I'm basically going to just put them out in the pond in the spring, and that's pretty much the results of my clam experiment.